In the beginning of our story from Kuwait in 1981, we meet Hamid al-Jubouri, nicknamed Khalid al-Dheeb. After serving time in prison, Khalid was employed in the investigative service to help track down criminals. One day, he met with his former prison friends, Khalid al-Wadi and Radi Shalash, revealing his intention to commit a heinous crime. Although his friends were initially hesitant due to fears of returning to prison, Khalid reassured them with his position in law enforcement, promising that they wouldn't be caught. They planned to abduct a young girl, specifically choosing one of Asian descent to avoid language identification. Despite the girl's resistance, Khalid's friends overpowered her, covering her mouth to prevent her from screaming. They kidnapped her and took her to a remote desert area, setting up a tent to carry out their atrocious actions, which included continuous abuse and assault over 15 days. Eventually, tiring of their first victim, they sought a new target. They returned to the same school at the same time, identifying an Arab girl. When Khalid approached her, her father noticed, and upon her screams, the men fled. Undeterred, they continued searching and spotted another potential victim, Hanin Omar, a 7-year-old Egyptian girl playing innocently with her sister. Waiting for the siblings to separate, they called Hanin over, who, thinking they would play with her or give her candy, was tragically abducted. Taken to the desert, Hanin faced the same fate as the first girl. Both girls suffered severe hemorrhaging due to their young age and were near death. One of Khalid's accomplices suggested disposing of the bodies to avoid police detection. Khalid decided to burn the bodies and bury them in different locations in the desert to prevent being traced. After disposing of the bodies, Khalid threatened his friends, warning them that their families would suffer if they mentioned his name during any police investigation. Maliciously, Khalid reported the location of the bodies, planting an engraved medallion with Khalid al-Wadi's name beside one of them to ensure he was caught, allowing Khalid al-Dheeb to escape Kuwait unnoticed. Unbeknownst to them, the police, led by Officer Fahd Al-Dosari, were aware of the schoolgirl abductions, forming a team to investigate and quickly narrowing down suspects based on criminal records. They arrested Khalid al-Wadi and Radi Shalash. Initially, Hamid was not suspected due to his position in law enforcement. However, under intense interrogation, Radi and Khalid al-Wadi confessed to a third accomplice, known by the nickname Khalid al-Dheeb. After extensive questioning and a wide-scale search, Khalid was eventually apprehended. All 3 men were sentenced to death and executed in Naif Palace for their inhumane acts and the murder of innocent young girls. May the victims rest in peace, and may justice be served.